Namaste travelers, Tara here, and I'm coming to you today with the general reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2016. Yay for us. Mercury has gone it's gone direct. It's still acting a little funky, but that'll be okay. By June 7th, everything should right itself. We still have these other planets in retrograde, and we are moving up on the middle of the year. We had our first retrogrades, our eclipses back in January. So in September, some of us who are going to be having birthdays, we will be having eclipses on September 1st and again on the 16th. So anybody out there with birthday September 16th, I have a September 16th birthday. We will be having an eclipse. I think it's a lunar eclipse on that day. And typically, if you get on over to my new website, I've got a thing entitled Eclipse Season, How to Survive. It's a great article to read. Can give you some ideas about stuff you can expect. And typically when an eclipse happens on your birthday, the next year is going to be one that's extremely pivotal and important. So in the meantime, we can take these retrograde energies to heart and try to do whatever work we need to prepare for what's coming up. Now, I'm going to tell you something. For almost every single, I've done 3 other videos now, and I think this card has come out in every single one. I can't remember if it came out for Gemini or not, but I think that it did. I'm not sure, but I know it came out for Cancer and it came out for Leo. We're going to put that one to the side. We're going to do the Hidden Lotus spread. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If the messages do not resonate with you, please come back and view your Moon and Rising sign as they are posted, or Sun sign. I don't know what to tell you. Just come back and look at something else that will help you. Again, this is general. Messages will not resonate. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, June 2016. We're doing the Hidden Lotus spread. Six of Cups. Now, I don't know what these cards are trying to tell me, but something is in the air. Now, normally we can say with cups, it's about love. Yes, in that respect, but the cups basically just represent your emotional, it's the emotional quotient that you got going on in your life. I see that some of us are regaining a balance, and we're giving some thought to some things moving forward. Right in the center, we have this 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is called, the Lord of Perfected Success. But now this is a 10, right? And so this could mean literally that we're doing a lot of work based around our home life. We're trying to get some things done in terms of securing our base. But it is also about extreme emotional contentment. And I'm trying to, the spread is trying to tell me something. I have these 2 major arcana cards, and I have an ace here. Now, we know that aces are about the practicality. It's, yes, about making money, but it's also about the practicality and the reality of doing the work. We had the Moon in Taurus. This is just past. Mercury in Sagittarius. Saturn in Taurus. And this was May 11th through the 20th. So perhaps something came about. We were moving along quite suddenly, and then we had to stop. Right around this time frame, May 11th through the 20th, we had to stop. Perhaps take a moment, take stock, reassess. Because something new has come in that will, in one respect, either grant us this new basis or base from which to operate on many levels, but also it could be an opportunity to reassess what it is really that this means to us. I have this King of Wands here. Now, I don't know. I think this is a person. Some of you might be dealing with the fire sign person, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. It can also speak to the energy because this is fire. This represents Mercury and Sagittarius, and then this is fire. So maybe this is about regaining your, even if you are a female, you can still embody the qualities of a male and vice versa. This is someone, you got your thinking hat on and you're ready to get the work done, okay? And you're not allowing your emotions a whole lot to kind of dictate what's going on, even though this king is quite fiery and quite passionate. But I also feel with this card having fell out at the top and this card underneath the deck, that I have two people here, two people here, two people here, two things going on here, two people there, and two people with something in the middle. You see, that has something in the middle. This has something in the middle. There's someone in the middle here. There are two sixes. And if I'm not mistaken, I think two sixes speak to some exciting changes coming about. Now, I can see definitely down the center here, the Eight of Wands. This is either the resolution of something coming about quite swiftly, or maybe you're going to have to travel. It could literally be in a sense that you may be moving. The time has come for you to move on to not only another level, but another way of existing, so to speak, on a spiritual level. Here we have the gate and the portal way open, something new coming in, but yet just typical of us Virgos, there's something we worried about. It's quite damn typical. Something that we're worried about, something that is bringing up our dark fears, something that we're worried, we have anxiety about. Because, and it could be that it's brought about by this moon card. We just had the full moon. So it could be that an event came through, some kind of news came through, something happened that has kind of put a halt, like you heard something and it kind of had to put a halt on something, perhaps. And this is stirring up all of your deepest fears and emotions. Okay. And in a sense, it's saying it is either tied to this person or this energy. This fire king here. This king is looking back over the past. We do have a return or something to do with the past underneath the deck. I could say that this king is also weighing up something. And maybe it is this weighing up that this king is doing that is causing this kind of fear. It could even be speaking to fear for him as well. It is about something, a new something. There's a fear. There's a fear. Now, I don't know if this has to do with Virgos or if it has to do with this king. But this is the overall energy surrounding. Now, remember, we still have a card underneath. So what I want to do is I want to take a look and see what the Nine of Swords is trying to tell us, because that's the outgoing card. Again, I just had this. This is like repeating. I think there's similar issues going on for everyone right now. This could be a card of not knowing something, okay? And in a sense, it's kind of reading like you don't know really if whatever this thing is successful or not, or if it's worth the time and effort, or you're not sure how that person's going to react, because remember that the peacock can also speak to someone who's proud and haughty. And then we have the Disgrazia, the Tower card here. Now, we could say in a sense that maybe it's something you didn't see coming, you thought was successful, but it kind of blew up. The swords are thoughts. They are also communications. It could be that both parties in the situation are allowing their fears to rise to the surface. Like we have that little crustacean there. So everybody's got their battle armor on. I don't know if you can see that little crab. Their battle armor on, and they're coming up out of the water because they're prepared, you know, and maybe that is what brought about the situation, is both people were coming from that space and therefore kind of brought that situation about. See, it said it was speaking to a trip and that there's something unknown. The Constance, this is the faithful card. I was telling one of my friends the other day, she was asking me about this card. And I said, you know, everybody else in the Sabila deck have on like dresses and stuff. But this chick looked like she just jumped up and threw something on, and she's leaning up against that pillar going, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, I'm not leaving and I'm not going anywhere. So I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to wait. And that's what Constance is. It is faithfulness, someone that you can actually depend on, or to know that there is some dependency in the situation. There's something solid and substantial there that you can really, really count on. It has to do with a reunion or some people coming together and a message. But right now, there's this energy of the moon hanging over, as if to say, well, maybe you haven't heard whether you're going to be able to make this trip. It could be a meeting. I do have all of these coins cards here. This guy's a businessman. Maybe it's like hanging in the balance. I do feel there's some finances going on around that, but at the same time, let's just see what's underneath the 10 here, because even though this is a 10, we also know that it is also a beginning. So the energy as this moves forward will turn into the Ace of Cups. It'll be a new emotional start, a new emotional beginning. It could be the awakening of intuition. This would be considered a gift, but you know, we got that portal right there. This really tells me that it's something new, as if being on the cusp of something very, very new. And in the meantime, that's us Virgos. We got to work on it. This is the Earn While You Learn card, the card of the apprentice, the card of mastery. So what this tells me is this: whatever this thing is, this delay or this whatever this thing that involves the moon and the Nine of Swords, you need to work on it. Now that I'm looking at this and I go back and I said, well, you know, this could be that and the other. Maybe what the cards are saying is that this is a warning to kind of be cautious about letting your subconscious things come to the forefront, because if not, it could end up in the Tower situation. This could literally be about two people's egos or one person's ego. You know, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, this is a lovely, lovely spread. Do work a little bit more. I know that's all we ever do, but surely at some point we will be granted our reward. I see it kind of here in the cards. It's just like you got to go through another little patch, another little, you know, like, geez, is it going to ever end? You know, yes, eventually it will, so that we can start all over again. But Sun in Virgo. I think this is a lovely spread. Really, I think it's a very, very lovely spread. And that's really all I have for you. I don't know, you know, if this is somebody coming back or somebody going somewhere, if it's a new job offer, someone trying to move, but nevertheless, you know, there's some work that still needs to be done. But with this card, the 6, it's like it's going to end up feeling very good. Okay. This card is it feels very good. And this was the overall energy. So that's what I have for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope those messages help. And until next time, namaste.